Hey guys, welcome to another video. In today's video, I am going to be taking this dresser that is super old and I'm going to be turning it into something pretty. So this morning I woke up and I thought I have to do something creative because yesterday was spent all day in the kitchen and I do not want to clean this house, not for one more second. So I wanted to come back in my office and do something. I watched a woman flip a dresser yesterday on, it wasn't YouTube, it was on TikTok, I think. And anyway, she Mod Podge napkins onto it and it turned out so pretty. So that's what we're doing today with this. I started this morning by just taking it apart. This drawer has always been missing. I took this drawer out 10 years ago. And I've been putting baskets in here ever since. So here was my idea, is I was going to flip this and sell it. Can't do that anymore. I just noticed one of the drawers. This is an old style wooden dresser. This is not laminate. And it has this catch system for the drawers. See this wooden piece right here, and it's supposed to fit nicely into the groove of one on the bottom. Well, it's split, so I can't sell this. I would have to have my husband fix the drawer, which that's an option. But I was thinking I'll just make it over and put it in my office, even though it was supposed to go out of my office because there's too much already in here. It's fine though, it's fine. So I sanded it this morning with a fine grit sander because it really doesn't need any heavy sanding. So I sanded the whole thing down. I went and got some paint. Let me show you the color of the paint. So it's a super, super duper light pink, like almost non-existent, almost white. You can't even really see it. It's a very, very light pink. It's actually probably, it's a little bit, it's deeper than this one. This one's kind of a bright pink, whereas if this got a deeper tone to it. So I am going to be painting it all this color, and then, you know, it's really dark in here. I'm really sorry about that. It's cloudy outside. So I'll see if I can get some more lights going on in a minute. So this is the napkin that I'm going to be using. I'm going to use the one that's all crumpled up because I took it to the paint store with me. So this is the napkin I'm going to be using. Isn't it pretty? So let's get the dresser painted. Let's get the first coat on the dresser. And then we're going to start with this. So I think what I need to do is go back over it with a cleaner. And this was another thing that I used. Never mind that it says bleach. It's not bleach. Okay. This is a homemade cleaner that I put together. It's just lavender scented Castile soap, water, and alcohol. And the alcohol I actually soak my orange peels in because I don't really like the smell of alcohol. The lavender, of course, is really nice. But so I took the peels, I put them in a jar, and I covered them completely with rubbing alcohol. And then I just kind of give them a shake and open the top every day to make sure that nothing's, you know, getting air or anything in there, which it's not. There's no reaction between the alcohol and the orange peels that I can see. I'm not a scientist. Anyway, so when you spray this, it's got that nice orange color. It's an amazing degreaser and it smells so good. So before I even started sanding it, I cleaned out the drawers with this and I just wiped real lightly everything. Now I need to go back over it because I did sand it and it's got all that dusty sand on it. So let me go wipe this down real quick. And I also bought a beautiful gold to paint the hardware. This is the hardware. So I've got a nice shiny gold to paint it because I think it's going to go really well with the pink. Let me go get changed. Now it's time for me to go get changed because I am not getting paint on these clothes. Okay, so I think we're ready to start painting. No, we're not. I need to sand the top of this again because I've got some scratches here from when I was moving my printer on and off the top of this thing. So let me sand those down real quick. I do not have a paint tray, so we're using a leftover pan from yesterday, and I'm just going to angle it like that so I can use the roller right in here. Okay, so I just went and took my morning medicine. Blech, that is so gross. It's disgusting. I might have to take a break here in a little bit because I'm on huge doses of steroids right now. Huge doses. Because my stomach does not like me at all. I'm pretty sure it's mixed connective tissue disease. It just is attacking my tummy right now. It's not fun at all. And I just took Flagyl too. If anybody has ever taken Flagyl, it is the most disgusting, it's an antibiotic. It is the most disgusting tasting pill next to prednisone, which I'm also on. So all day, bleh, yuck. Anyway, the huge doses of steroids makes me nauseous, so we'll see how far I get. Okay, there it is. It's a real subtle pink, very subtle. And I'm gonna try a TikTok hack. Supposedly, if you wrap paper towel around the lip of the gallon as you're pouring it in, then when you tip it back over, you just throw the piece of paper towel away and it doesn't get anywhere. And I really have a hard time believing this, but we're gonna try it. Let me point the camera down. It didn't make as big of a mess, but it got all over me, so. Oh, and I just dripped it on my carpet, so is it worth it? I don't really know. It doesn't matter anyway, because I'm tearing the carpet up in here. Ooh, gross, my toes. Sorry, I didn't mean to make you guys look at my feet. That's gross. Anyway, I'm tearing the carpet up in here anyway. If you guys are wondering why I'm painting inside, first of all, it's freezing out. And second of all, we're tearing everything up in here. Why is this not going on? This is the right one. Oh, there it is. That's weird. Anyway, so that's why I'm being pretty careless back here with my paint, because it's all getting torn up soon. You guys should take better precautions than me if you're in a space that you need to be careful of. All right, I need to tip this up, so I need to put something behind it. Okay, so this is where we are. Again, sorry about the lighting because it's cloudy out. All right, here are the napkins that I cut out. I cut out quite a few of them because I'm gonna go up one side of the dresser. So, hello, Hannah. So I've got these here. I still need to peel them apart. So when you cut out your image, here's the napkin right here. Okay, so when you cut out the image, I just went ahead and cut along the bottom, or I've seen people take a paintbrush with water on it and just go around the image, and you can break it right apart. I don't think that you want to have like clean cut lines, because when you decoupage, you kind of need the rough lines. So I go around these right here. I'll go in and cut around here just so there's no straight lines. Let me take one of these apart for you. So when you're dealing with napkins, you're dealing with layers, because there's not just one layer of napkin, there's several. Sometimes they're two, sometimes they're three. Sometime I really have a hard time picking them apart. In that case, I get a piece of tape. Get yourself a piece of tape, flip it over, rip it up. See? And there you go. This is going to allow you to peel off the image from the rest of the napkin. So now you have a nice thin napkin. I'm not sure how I want to do this, so let's just sit down here with these and figure out what we want to do. Watch out for my feet.
Hi.
Hi, Bina. She's going to work.
Where do I look?
Right here.
Oh, hi. Bye.
Bye. She's going to work.
Bina, Bina. Ow.
All right. That was graceful. No, it wasn't.
You.
You. All right. So. Thinking I want to take this like from the corner here, like that, and bring it up, and then have like a couple of these, like that. All right, let me get my Mod Podge and we'll get to it. Okay, all I have, oh, I just shook the whole thing because I'm a big old woman. Anyway. Anyway, I have Mod Podge, but it's in gloss. Okay, this is where I'm stopping right now. Thoughts so far, this is a lot more difficult than I planned for it to be. But we're gonna keep going with it. So I'll see you back in a little bit. Okay, so I have it decoupaged and I'm waiting for it to dry. While it's finishing drying, I had the fan on. I just turned it off to talk to you guys, but I'll turn it back on in a minute. So while it's drying, I'm going to put together a palette of acrylic paint that are in these shades. Here's what I want to do. I feel like the edges are really harsh and I don't like that. So I'd like to take some acrylic paint and kind of, I don't want to say like make it appear watercolor because it's not really going to be like a watercolor, but I want to be able to blend out these edges. See how harsh they are? I don't want them to do that. So I'm going to figure something out with paint. So I'm going to go try to match up these colors a little bit and get a palette together, and then I'll come back when it's dried and I'll show you what I'm going to do with the edges there to make them not look so harsh. All right, so I don't know why it seems so much closer, but whatever. Okay, so I've got my palette here, and I've got a light pink, a darker pink, green, yellow, and a blue. And then I'm going to be adding white, of course, to all of these because they're too bold. So I have my huge acrylic paint of white, because I go through white a lot, especially when I'm painting on canvases. I tend to use white a ton. And it's not like the most expensive brand. It's Craftsmart from Michaels, but I really like Craftsmart, to tell you the truth. I feel like it's like the colors are true, you know. All right, let's see. Where's my paintbrush? So I'm gonna start with a little bit of green. So I thought maybe like a good technique for this would be to paint some on and then to kind of dab at it with a wet tissue. That might sound completely crazy and it might turn out like poo, but that's kind of what I thought of. So let's go to it. This is water, clean water, and I'm just taking it and dipping it in. I don't want it to be sopping wet because I don't want it to get all of this like sopping wet, but I want to kind of dab it away so it looks, it doesn't have harsh edges. That's what I'm trying to get at. So, all right, let's go for it. Enough talking. That's kind of too green. It needs to be much more yellow. There we go. Yeah, like that. So we could call it done. We could totally call this done. I'm feeling like I want to like antique it. Like make it look like it's in an antique glaze, but I don't want to ruin it. But I really like it. Yeah, maybe if I go back over it with a light sandpaper, I'm gonna ruin it, aren't I? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go over it with a sandpaper, lightly. Here it goes. All right, I'm gonna go back and hit it with some dark spots right here because I want it to be more aged in this, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna go hit it with some dark paint. I don't have brown paint. Surprise, surprise. So we're gonna make some. I think it's green, red, and orange.
Let's see.
Great. Barely have any green left. Green, red. Jeez, I barely have any red either. What am I doing? Like, what is going on? I don't really need that much because I'm just making it really watery to use as like a glaze. Alright, can we get brown out of this? Oh, I think we can. Oh, that's really green though. That's a grayish color. I don't like that. That's gray. Okay, that's brown. That is brown. Now I'm going to add water to it. We got brown. So for brown people, red, green, and orange, it makes a beautiful brown. I'm going to add some of my water to it. So what I want to do is really mix this up because I don't want any chunks in it, because I'm just going to try to like do a light glaze at this. I don't know how I want to do it though. Let me check on the bottom here how I want to do this. That'll be pretty, I think. That's what I'm going for, actually. Yep. That's what I'm going for. That's it, right there. Yep. I don't want it all new looking. I want it to look aged. So, this is the best way. So unfortunately, my camera ran out because this was such a long video. I will add pictures of how it turned out at the end. I love this thing. And honestly, if I had to do it all over again, the only thing that I would really change is the glazing technique, because obviously I'm just using watered down acrylic. I would definitely get like a vintage wax to put over this. So all in all, I just absolutely loved this project. It turned out just the way I wanted it to, and it was a little bit more difficult, like I had said, but I really enjoyed doing it. So let me know what you guys think, and I will see you in the next video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys got some inspiration from it, and maybe you will make over one of your pieces of furniture. All right, see you in the next video. Bye-bye.